Josh, this is the Citystead, and today is Heirloom Company Seeds Spotlight Day. In today's video, I'm going to answer one of the questions I see all over the place, all over different forums and groups and Facebook pages. A lot of people ask specifically about one plant and where they can get it. And you know what? I went out and found it for you because that's how I do things. I try to hook you up the best I can with all sorts of cool, new, and unique, and sometimes those hard to find plants. So this is a Pacific Northwest company. They're out there. I have a ton of friends in the Pacific Northwest, so I know a lot of people from that area are going to be watching this. They're going to be interested because this seed company is going to represent your area, and they are a regionally adapted company. So if you are in the Pacific Northwest, they're growing the kind of seeds that you need for your garden. One of my friends in the Pacific Northwest just so happens to be the president of Chickenlandia. I have great faith in a seed. That was mentioned by Henry David Thoreau. Probably saying that wrong. But I found that on this company's website. I love the quote. Today we're going to talk about, and I hope I'm saying this right, Siskiyou Seeds. I did listen to some people saying it so I could try to get it right. But if I'm not saying it right, I do apologize. Siskiyou Seeds, they are in southwest Oregon, the Pacific Northwest. They are in what is called the banana belt of Oregon. How wonderful does that sound? The banana belt. It just sounds nice and tropical. The Siskiyou Seed Company in Oregon is growing regionally adapted seeds, which are very, very important. They play a vital role, actually. And I do buy seeds from all over the place, you know, not always in my region or not. But if you're looking for maximum production when it comes to regionally adapted seeds, that is where it's going to be at. They're just going to produce a lot more, a lot better. They're going to be more vigor. They're going to be more hardy to your area. It's really important, and I really think we need to point out more about these regionally adapted seed companies. I've done a couple of them already, so I'm giving you guys another one because you guys know I am trying to just spread some knowledge to some more companies and introduce people to new places maybe they've never heard of, maybe places that are close to them that they weren't familiar with. So I'm trying to find you all these unique companies, and specifically I'm trying to find companies that offer something slightly different than everyone else out there. This company is a family farm, and this is where it gets into the things that I love most about finding some of these. They are growing 60% of the seeds that they sell on their family farm. That is very impressive. A lot of people assume that all these seed companies just grow their own seeds, and that's not really always the case. They might grow some, and they are sourcing a lot, which is fine. I'm totally okay with that. But one thing I found about Siskiyou Seeds, like a couple of the other ones I've been spotlighting, is that they actually credit these small farms that they're getting seeds from. And you guys know that that is something that absolutely is near and dear to me. It's very important when I'm looking for these companies. I find somebody who is willing to give credit to the source for their seeds. They will list them out on the website, exactly which farm grew what. There's even a little blurb about that farm, where it's at, you know, who runs it. So I really, really love things like that. To me, it's very important. It's being as transparent as possible with you guys, the buyers, and it's also, you know, growing and lifting up other people around them. They're not just worried about their name, they're worried about the farms that they are buying these seeds from, and they are in such a good relationship with them that they are willing to put them on their website so that you know exactly where they came from. So these guys are an heirloom seed company. That means that everything is open pollinated. So whatever you get from them, you grow it, you will be able to harvest those seeds, and they will be true to type. That is what you're looking for. I didn't see anywhere on the website where they signed a safe seed pledge or anything like that. We've talked about that a little bit. You know, it makes people the warm and fuzzies. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. These guys are doing it. They're growing their own seeds, so they're being transparent with you so you can research the farms that they're getting these seeds from. So I really don't think they need to do any of that kind of stuff when they are willing to be as transparent as this company is. And just the fact that they're growing 60% of the seed stock that they're selling, that's an incredible amount of seeds that they are growing on their own family farm to be selling to you guys. Are you guys just dying to know what is the one thing I see most requested that people are looking for and haven't been able to find? I guess I should share that with you now before you turn off the video, right? So, I am in a lot of Facebook gardening groups, I'm in a lot of forums, a lot of Reddit sub, you know, all these things gardener related. I like to look around, find out what people are looking for, find out what people are planting, because those are the kind of things that I want to know as somebody who's trying to bring you good and pertinent information to your life. So, the number one thing I seem to see a lot of people looking for is comfrey. Now, as you guys know, I made a video all about comfrey. I'll put it up there for you. Comfrey is an incredible plant. If you are somebody building a food forest, then I would suggest comfrey being one of the first few things you plant. The chop and drop nature of it is incredible. The fact that it regenerates nitrogen into your soil, it's an amazing plant to have, and every homestead should definitely have some comfrey growing. And you guys have all been looking for it, and I found it. This is a Russian comfrey. They sell cut-ins, which means that you are not growing from seed. This sucker will grow this year and you will have a ton of comfrey. And before you know it, this sucker will spread and you will have more comfrey than you know what to do with. That's where we're at. We have a lot of it. Anybody looking for that comfrey, I got it. Go check these guys out. There will be a link down below, of course. So get over there, get yourself some comfrey, get your food forest started, or just get the high nitrogen fixer to have around your homestead. One of my favorite things to do is when I find these companies is that I show you guys a couple of things I got. Mostly what I really was looking for these guys for was that comfrey cut-in. I really wanted to find a source for you guys. And then I ended up finding a bunch of other really neat stuff. I found some Morinda basil. I love basil. I could eat basil all the time, put it in salads, tomatoes, all sorts of stuff. We like the basil. The bees love the basil, so I'll grow a lot of basil around here. Another thing I found was this Bolivian cucumber. Very, very interesting looking. It said it's a sprawling habit, very good for training up trellis. It likes a cooler type weather, which is one of the reasons I got it, because, you know, we have not so hot summers here in Michigan, kind of like the Pacific Northwest. I just thought that was a really interesting sounding cucumber, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, we were talking about nitrogen fixer with the comfrey. These guys have another thing that is a really, really good nitrogen fixer. This is something you gotta be a little more careful with around your homestead due to the nature of it being kind of a thorny type bush. It's kind of invasive. It grows really good, and that would be black locust. So this is a really good nitrogen fixer. Those are seeds. It does grow to a bush tree type thing, like a hedgerow normally is what it would be used for. Really good if you're trying to set up like a wind block on your property, something like that. There's some black locust seeds. This site carries them. Awesome find right there. Between that and the comfrey, I think those are the two best things I found. Oh, maybe this third thing is the coolest thing. So a long time ago, last summer, alternative small holdings, my friend across the pond was talking about radishes and how you can eat the seed pods on them. Now some of them are actually cultivated to grow a more better tasting seed pod than the rest, and that is what I found, guys. This is called the rat tail radish, and this is grown specifically for the pods. You can eat the radish underneath also, but this is grown to try to get you to eat that seed. The seeds on top, it's got the greens. I'm really interested in this. You know, ever since I saw Jazz's video on it, I have been all about it and really wanted to get my hands on some. So seeing one that is specifically grown for pods, I jumped all over it. Something unique and different about radishes. There are bajillion radishes out there. There's not that many I've seen that were specifically grown just for those pods. So something interesting to check out. You can see I got more than what I showed you guys. Of course, some of these I got doubles of because I send them out in the seed swap packages and all that other stuff that I do with seeds. And then some of them are for just, you know, the seed haul videos. So you'll have to look back later to see the seed haul video to check out all the stuff we ended up buying from there. I always talk about the website. I give you a little bit of, you know, kind of what you're going to expect when you go on there, how to search around and all that. This normal website, basic stuff. You got your home page, which is all about the company. It's got a good story. You can see all the new seeds they got, some of the tubulars. They got growing tips on there. What else? Let's see, you go in here. You got a good search function. You can search whatever you want. Let's go down to our vegetable tab. They got everything listed, alphabetical order, all sorts of good stuff on here. Things are kind of selling out, so you better get over there quick. But lots of good stuff, a lot of interesting things. I could have gone crazy on this website. I had to contain myself a little bit because of how much good stuff they actually had. Like I mentioned earlier, there is a tab to go and read about the different growers that they use to get these seeds. They tell you about their farms. Something interesting is that they actually tell you the latitude of these farms that they're buying the seeds from, which I thought was really interesting. I know somebody like Ecocentric Homestead, he is very into that kind of stuff. He would probably really dig the fact that they actually list the latitude for where these seeds. It's not on the seed packet. You have to go to the website to look for it, but it is there. I thought that was really cool. A lot of good information. You know, they give a little blurb about each farm that they get seeds from. That's the kind of stuff that I love. I just love the you know, being so transparent and showing you everything that they're doing to get these. So I really like that. I thought that was very neat. Website's easy to get around. You're not going to have any issues. Super easy. Lots of really good stuff on there. Just check it out. Even if you're not going to buy anything, maybe you're over budget, get some good ideas for next year. This website's got really interesting stuff. Alright, there you guys go. That is another seed company. If you are a Pacific Northwesterner, this is perfect for you. If you are somebody who is dying to get comfrey on your homestead, in your garden, wherever, they got it for you. Go get it before it's all gone, because as you know, things start selling out this time of year. So hopefully this will still be there. You'll still be able to get what you're looking for. Whew! I love doing these. I'm so excited when you guys tell me how much you enjoy them. So thank you for sticking around with this series, encouraging this series, and keeping it going. And that's all I got for you today. So, as we always say, be bold, grow bold, and of course, we'll see you guys in that very next video.